We got a lot of small updates this week, some of which you are definitely not going to want to miss on this week's weekly breakdown coming right up. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Michael McAllister. Like I said, I have a lot of small updates for you, a couple bigger ones, but a lot of small ones that I almost didn't put on here, but then I realized as I'm going through this, there's probably some of these that some of you in particular are going to be very interested in. There's always going to be like this small little Easter egg that I announce that somebody in here is going to be like, holy shit, I've been looking for this. I'm so glad HighLevel is doing this. And that's why we make these weekly breakdown videos. So with that being said, let's jump right in. All right, first up, we've got an update to the document, contract, and signing capabilities. So again, if you are an Empower LO or an Empower Elite member, if you're an Empower Elite member, if you are using our version of HighLevel, this is available to you inside your accounts. You might need, depending on how long you've been a client, we might need to adjust some settings in the back end to make it accessible. So if you do not know how to access the DocuSign functionality inside your HighLevel accounts and you want to, reach out to your success manager. Let's get that enabled in your account. But the new functionality that's rolled out that this update is regarding is that now you have the ability to add initials inside of the DocuSign functionality. So if you need to help a client initial a change, you can upload the document, put on the document whether you need them to initial, send them out, initial it, boom. Just like DocuSign, only it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg, and it's right inside your HighLevel account. Really cool functionality. Check it out. All right, next up is just an update to the infrastructure for funnels and websites. You're not going to notice a big change in this other than faster, more responsive designs, both to the consumer, both to the person that's landing on your website, but also as you're interacting with the builder. Just another update to the infrastructure. They talk, all this technical mumbo jumbo stats as far as how much better it is. It's better. Check it out. All right, next up, I've got an update on a feature that I haven't talked a whole lot about, but I think is going to be a big thing for a lot of our clients and a big thing for anybody that uses HighLevel, honestly, which is the customization ability of dashboards. Now, HighLevel, their dashboard, their default dashboard that they had for their first 5 years was honestly, it ended up being kind of like a mark, like people knew that they were working with HighLevel based on this shitty dashboard that everybody had inside of their account. But now we have the ability to customize these, and there's so many different ways that you can customize them. Internally, we haven't necessarily committed to like one cohesive, perfect dashboard for all of our clients. We just have identified a handful of clients that have unique needs for their dashboard, and we're helping them set up dashboards in their account. So if you have needs, if you want to set up a dashboard in your account, let your success manager know. Now, one of the things that's being updated, I'm not 100% sure if I understand this correctly, so bear with me, but this is kind of like a preview to a coming update for Empower Elite members. Up to this point, you haven't been able to change your dashboard as an account user. So if you're not a part of the agency, which is us at Empower, then you didn't have the ability to access and change the dashboards. Now, I knew that this was always going to be temporary, which is why I didn't talk about it a whole lot. But at the same time, now it looks like we have the ability to share dashboards with you, allow you to make changes to those dashboards, but also create dashboards that we can lock and make sure that you guys, don't make any changes that are going to mess with it down, mess it up down the road. So I think that's really what they were trying to get to, is a point where they have like a permission management process. But anyway, short story long, dashboards are here. Custom dashboards for your account. If you have any questions about getting one set up, talk to your success manager. If you are not an Empower Elite member, ask the question in the group. Let us know how you're using your dashboard. Show us your dashboards if you've got a cool one. We'd love to see it. But until then, check that feature out. All right, next up, this is one of those cool little Easter eggs that I was talking about. Now, what this is we now have the ability to use a full email builder within reputation management settings. So if you're not familiar with reputation management, if you go into settings in your account, you'll have a tab on the left-hand side called reputation management. Now, this allows you to select your default review link, and it also allows you to program the AI inside your account to follow up with people automatically in order to get a review. So you can trigger this within a workflow. You can say, hey, when I close when a opportunity moves to close loan, then start the review AI. And this is basically a bot that is going to follow up to try and get a review for you. But now inside of this area, before, if you wanted to use emails in this, you were limited to like one super ugly generic email. You now have the ability to fully customize that using the same email builder that you use in the rest of the account. So really cool. You can make your review request email look freaking clean now. So check it out, reputation management inside your accounts. All right, another small little Easter egg, mini Easter egg for you. If you're using forms and surveys, you now have the ability to change the date format. So whereas before on the date picker, the date format was always in like the most clunky, like least human format possible, like the, you know, at 2 digits for month, 2 digits for date, 4 for year, plus the time zone, plus the seconds and all this stuff. You now have the ability to customize that to make that more user friendly. So check it out, forms and surveys. All right, last up, this is a cool one. Inside of funnels and websites, you've always been able to use, I don't know if you knew this, but you've always been able to use custom values and custom fields to customize the design of your website based on who it's showing to. Now, the problem with this, it's kind of an advanced functionality because you have to know that the people that are hitting your website are associated with these fields, right? So if you can, for example, an appointment confirmation page, you can put the details of their appointment on that page, but you have to know that you're able to pass the details about that person and that your website is going to know that it's this person. Like it's kind of complicated. I mean, it's not super complicated, but it gets more technical. Well, you've always had the ability to use those values within your website design. Now they've made it easier, whereas before you just kind of copied and pasted this code with like brackets into the website design in order to make this functionality work. Now they actually are supporting a picker inside funnels and websites. So when you're creating your funnels and website design, right, when you're inside of your text field, you'll be able to pick, just like when you're writing an email and you can pick all those custom fields, you'll be able to do that inside the website design. So this is just a highlight, I think, for you to highlight and show that this functionality is there. But again, you have to know that whatever traffic you're sending to that website has the data that it's looking for, or it just shows nothing. So again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, probably not the right feature for you. But for those of you guys that are looking to step up your designs a little bit, this is a cool feature. Check it out. All right, guys, that is it for this week's weekly breakdown. Thank you so much for watching. Check out next week. We're going to be changing up the format a little bit in the coming weeks. I want to do more screen shares with you guys, so stay tuned. But until then, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you at the top.